Hello everyone, my name is Joshua Crone and I am the new Instructional Design Specialist, and I am creating this video today to talk about the 4 deliverables that we had from the online work group. The first one being a standard template, the second is a design process, third are course controls, and the 4th deliverable was faculty expectations. You can see I've already brought up the standard template, which was first on our list. And the one thing that I want to point out here in the beginning is this introductory video example. And what that is that's a video created by an instructor introducing students to not only themselves but the course, maybe putting in some of their expectations. And if we go back out, the second thing I want to talk about is Charlie's Corner. And this is a discussion area that students can use to talk to each other, to answer questions that they might have. The third thing is the content structure, and that's actually in a different place. So if you give me a second, we're going to go down to coursework. And inside of coursework, there's going to be a couple of folders here. This is what it's going to look like for every class. You notice we have Unit 1 with a title and then a description, Unit 2, Unit 3, and inside of those units, we're going to have lessons. So every course is going to have the same structure, and then what the title or the information inside of that is going to be what is differentiating one class from another. And that is our standard template. The second thing that we're going to talk about is the course design process. And we'll go down to this course design process folder. So this is really neat about the setup that we have, is this folder is going to be included in every template. So instructors will be able to go in and look and see what's been done on the course, when and why. So that's very nice. It's not at all places do they get to do that. And the first thing we're going to look at, we see that we have course-specific template design process. That's where we're going to go. And inside of that, we have log notes from the meetings. We also have a timeline that's established. We have an initial meeting agenda that's set up. And then we also have the project log. So every time something gets changed in the course or decided it's going to go in there, that's again another one of those record keeping features where we can go back and see when the decisions were made and why. The next thing that we're going to talk about is course control. And how that works is instructors are allowed to update the active course shell, so not the template and not the template for the specific course. So they'll be able to work within their semester, but they won't be able to make sweeping changes for everyone else or for the upcoming semesters without speaking first with the designers. So that would be where I would come in and update the course-specific template rather than make the minor changes that are needed in each semester. We also do have something set aside for the course review process, and what that would be is us just to go through and see if it meets these goals that we had from the beginning of the course. So when we design a class, we want to make sure that it has the materials, activities, grading information, assessments, all of those things. And the last thing that I want to talk about in this video is the faculty expectations. And this is going to be where we backtrack a little bit because we're going to go back to beginning of semester updates. And inside of this is just a checklist items that the instructors are going to need to complete during every semester. So review the syllabus, the contact information, update the Schoology calendar, documentation, welcome message, all those things that's going to have to happen with every online course and every instructor to make sure that things are the way that they're supposed to be. The other thing that I want to show real quick is we are going to have a syllabus that we are going to provide to people for them to use. And if we scroll down, we're going to see course communication. So here's our recommended responses that instructors can give out to students. Now, you notice we've bolded a couple places, which we would then allow the instructors to change depending on what fits their schedule. So we see we have 24 hours during the work week. But we do have some things here that should just be in every class, but the instructors are going to be able to change if they need. Updates, their availability, how they would like to be contacted via email. That is everything that I have for this video. So hopefully that this explains those 4 deliverables that we talked about. So again, it was the standard template, the design process, some course controls, and faculty expectations. If you have any questions, feel free to contact any of us, and I'm sure we'll be happy to help. Have a wonderful rest of the day.